way, so everything.
Let's go. Let's go. Baby Stream Team Battle. Coach Stack Bradford here representing Team Stack. And we got alongside me Nightmare Effect, Coach Nightmare Effect representing Team Nightmare. How you feeling today?
Feeling good, bro. I'm ready to see some action.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad you feel good because you're about to seriously be crushed. Your thoughts about that?
Crushed? I don't know, bro. I think I got a nice team full of young whippersnappers, bro. So we about to bring that heat.
Okay, well, $50 says your ass is done.
$50, man. I don't know, bro. I think I'm feeling a hundo.
All right, well, that's sounding a little serious. I don't know. We might need to get our players real quick. I just want to give a quick shout out to the donations that were here before. Chobokins, Redline, I appreciate you guys so much. Wayne, that added $100 to the pot to the winning team. So that's big time. So we're going to get to our players. I'm going to play a little exhibition trailer for you guys, and then we're going to get right to our commentators with Expanding Man and Mr. Mistopheles. So we'll see you guys on the other side.
Yes.
All righty.
Smooth, off to a good start already. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first ever Stream Team Battle hosted here at twitch.tv/StackBradford. My name is Andy, aka Expanding Man, and I have actually never done commentary for an FGC event before, but I have done some streaming here on Twitch, mostly old school NCAA football, and Stack happened to stumble into my stream, and I guess he liked what he heard because here I am. I've actually followed the FGC for a while. I'm basically an 09er. And I've hit up lots of locals and a few majors over the years. Shout outs to the Bakersfield and Fresno scenes. So anyway, I'm also joined here in commentary by Mr. Mistopheles. How are you doing, sir?
Hey, I am doing great, Andy. It's so glad to be here. I really like what Stack is doing here. You know, we've got this really cool opportunity to let the prominent streamers of the FGC highlight their communities. You know, normally we get to see them playing in big tournaments, whether it's CPT, whether it's, you know, NLBC, whatever it might be, Wednesday Night Fights, right? But they're taking the opportunity to put up a little bit of money put in by the community as well. And they're putting the spotlight on their community members, ranking all the way down from, you know, gold all the way up to Warlord. We're having a gamut of players, and we're going to put on a good show. You know, it's going to be a 5v5 tournament. We've got some neat rules for the formatting. And I think this is an opportunity to really start something special that can hopefully continue for, you know, the next several months. We can get a whole myriad of different streamers to participate in this, get their communities. It's going to be a good time. And that being said, so far we have in the first division, ranking both silver, we have Sleepy Pippo versus Command Grab. And from what I understand, I think that's going to be a G mirror, which is exciting. There should be tons of chaos. Then after that, we have Chulak versus Torque Nut. And then we have Sword Saint versus Makalavelli Rog. Then we've got Glitter versus Eli the Beast. And then lastly, we have Magnegro versus Hitman Javi. So again, this is a 5v5. And like I was saying, we do have some interesting formatting. So why don't you go ahead and get into that, Expanding Man?
Yeah, certainly. If we can get a look at the rules. Okay, well, I'll just talk about the rules as we go. So the scoring is actually very simple. It is 1 point per game. And here we go. Yes, every game is worth 1 point. And you also get an extra point if you get a perfect in any given round. That's really it. And the team with the most points at the end of the exhibition will be the winner. Now, we do have an extra factor. It's the critical division. Now, because we're all fans of Street Fighter V, this exhibition has its own V-trigger. If the match in Division 2 or Division 1 happen to be a sweep, the team that earns the sweep, if they're losing at the end of the match, at the end of the exhibition, they will get a chance to run back a critical set in which each game is worth double points. So each game will be worth 2 points. Oh. So if Glitter, Eli the Beast, Mag, or Javi happen to earn a sweep and their team happens to be losing at the end, we'll spin a wheel that will randomly choose one of these divisions to go to a final set, like I said, worth double points. So, you know, because in the FGC, what's our favorite thing about fighting games? Obviously, it's comeback mechanics.
Hell yeah. So yeah, again, you know, we're trying to add a little bit of flair to the exhibition, you know, so it's not just your typical Waseda style tournament with no spiciness to it. You know, if you've ever watched Stack stream, you know he likes to be a little saucy at times. So we'd expect no less in this situation. That being said, how are you feeling about the exhibition we've got coming up today?
I'm really excited about it. I think it's a really cool format, and I know that a lot of times lower level play gets looked down upon, but I think it's very interesting because this game is a totally different game at different levels of play. You know, we could go into breakdowns of things, but really like G versus G that we're starting off with here, that's going to be interesting no matter what level we're playing at.
Yeah, you know, when they're going to bring out the command grabs, when they're going to, you know, go for the random EX low smashes, it should be very chaotic. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I think it could be chaotic. It could come down to something like who can punish, you know, the bad dash lows or things like that.
Yeah, for sure. So I think that being said, it looks like, you know, we are ready to start things off. Again, this is going to be Sleepy Pippo versus Command Grab, and as long as you know, Stack on the 1s and 2s is ready to go, I think we can kick this thing off.
Yeah, it looks that way, and we'll also keep you guys updated as to the score as we go along, because it will be changing each round. It could potentially change. Each game it potentially changes. So Sleepy Pippo and Command Grab, if you guys are ready, and if you happen to be watching the stream right now, feel free to hit that ready button.
Yeah, go ahead and get things started, and we will be underway. There we go. Okay, so yeah, again, this is going to be the inaugural Stream Team Battle Exhibition set between Team Nightmare Effect, excuse me, versus Team Stack Bradford. 5v5. This is going to be exciting. Let's go.
Let's do this.
Yes, and shout outs to Stack for thinking up this format, organizing all this. It's been a lot of work.
Now, interestingly enough, when it comes to this matchup, I know a lot of G players don't like to run the mirror. And I think because of the volatility, right? He doesn't have a true reversal outside of super. And so that combined also with a 4-frame jab, he struggles on defense. At least that's what they tell me. And so to be fighting a character that can be so oppressive, both in a zoning fashion as well as when he knocks you down, being put on your back is real scary, and normally they don't want to do that. But both these players are deciding to stick with their guns, and like, you know, we were talking about, I think this is going to be a real barn burner.
Yeah, I think it will be, and we'll see if they have, let's see what VE triggers they're using.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
They're both going with 1-1.
Okay.
Round one.
So I think it could come down to things like how can they convert the damage off of the V trigger one. There we go.
Okay, already Command Grab off the start, spacing out with the jab into the fireball. So, okay, yep, going in with the body flush, just trying to keep pressuring him, not giving him a chance to breathe.
Yep, no anti-air yet. See, good conversion there.
Oh, swinging in neutral, I like it. The down medium punch twice. Okay, activates. Oh, just out of range for the Command Grab, no dice.
Didn't cancel that. Oh, missed the Command Grab.
And no down fierce to get the anti-air attempt. Oh, but he Command Grabbed there right in neutral. Oh my!
Power up.
Oh my God, he did reversal Command Grab after he was minus. Okay, goes right into super. It's gonna do a lot of damage, but it's not gonna kill. Pushing to the other side of the corner and the panicked activation back from Sleepy Pippo. How's he gonna try and make the comeback? Okay. So he takes advantage of a little bit of the hesitation there right at the end. He gets caught in the startup of the fireball.
That was a bad power-up attempt.
Yeah, so far, some of them, it seems like there's been a little bit of like autopilot on both of their sides when it comes to expecting things to hit, and that's put them in positions to get punished where otherwise they could be safe. Okay, yep.
Well executed Command Grab. The damage on the power-up.
Oh, just out of range. Miss it. Okay, the low dash connects there. using that stand medium kick to gain space, and now they're back to neutral, trying to jockey for position. Oh, that's punishable.
Oh, that was punishable.
Okay, good view reversal. Build up a lot of gray life, and now command grab. Yep, he was sitting in a tough spot. Put back in the corner, a lot of chip damage sitting there, and he was only one hit away. Sleepy Pippo takes it to tie it up 1 round apiece.
Final round. Fight.
Unfortunately, I think I'm a little behind on gameplay just by a second or so, so I'm trying to keep up here.
Yeah, it does seem that way. I'll do my best to lead things.
No, yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, Sleepy Pippo again, playing a little more defensively, you know, opting to go for more of the zoning to try and get a little bit of chip damage and try and control space, make command grab feel a little more hesitant in ways that he's trying to approach. But he keeps going in with his jump body splash, but he misses the EX low smash. Okay, and yeah, it seems like both of them are kind of struggling a little bit to have the proper punishes, you know, lined up in these block specials, but that can be tough, and you know, that's something that you learn as you go up in ranks. So the fact that they at least have their offense down is a good measure.
Yeah, that's true, and I think that's something we could look for as, you know, in these lower levels, that one big thing that could be missing is offense.
Yeah, precisely. Okay.
That's fine if you understand your tools.
Right.
You go pretty far.
Again, super low life totals on both sides, and they're both stocked with meter. One has full super, the other has 2 bars. How are they gonna close this out?
I'm waiting for a panic super.
Yeah, right.
Oh, we could.
Okay. Oh, the big jump in, but he drops his combo. Okay, and Sleepy Pippo, or command grab just goes for it. That's gonna chip him out. Yeah, Sleepy Pippo had to hold that. That's the first game to command grab.
There we go.
Or I'm sorry, Sleepy Pippo. I had it backwards. It's tough since it's a G mirror.
It is.
And I know it's not ideal. I was just thinking of this, but perhaps for the gameplay, it might be more beneficial to just watch the screen share in Discord, even though it's tiny.
Yes, sir. That's a good point.
Yeah. Kim Tae saying Nightmare's team about to get washed. Let's see. There's a lot of games left to be played. Just casually walking up. Again, going in with his jumping pressure. No anti-airs present. And there's the body splash cross-up, but no conversion.
Yeah, no anti-airs yet by the party.
What do you think? Sleepy Pippo has to do to try and get control back in space, expanding man?
I think we need to be a little bit more aggressive. I think the axe kicks are a good start.
Okay, just going in with pokes. Again, no conversion, but that's okay. As long as you're whittling away at the damage and, you know, evening up the life total. But again, using that errant the errant spin kick to get a little bit of damage and stop the momentum. I like it.
And that is a good move by G. It's kind of a catch-all.
Very strong. And we just saw a second ago, finally, Sleepy Pippo busting out or I'm sorry, not Sleepy Pippo, command grab, busting out the light kick buffer to get that big, the big rush punch to get corner carry. Oh, somebody just followed or subscribed. Thank you so much for that, whoever that was.
Got the conversion. Nice.
Okay, yeah, closing it out for command grab in his favor. You know, going up around a piece, and this is potential for him to tie it up. Now, is he going to be able to carry this momentum over through the rest of this round? Oh, wow, he's just going in. He's dialed up the pressure immensely. Gets that command grab in the corner, but he drops the follow-up.
Find his way back out.
Okay, big damage. He's one hit. Yeah, he's one hit away from stun. He's keeping the pressure on, trying to keep blocking, but he has to hold that stand roundhouse for the V-trigger activation.
He put himself in the corner. Now he's back out. We convert this. Yes.
Nice command grab.
Command grab.
Yeah, he closed it out. That was good. Good. What I want to say. Good composure. Right at the end, you know, he was put in this awkward situation where the V-trigger was active, and everybody's terrified when that comes out with G. But he kept his composure, played his offense, and was able to get himself out of the corner, get that command grab, and take it.
Yeah, that was good composure, and he was a little bit lucky, I think, to get that corner pressure back after he gave it up. But he took advantage.
Okay, again, using that stand medium kick as a poke, just keep command grab out. But Sleepy Pippo is backed into the corner here. He's got to try and fight himself out back to mid-screen.
Command grab coming out on top in these neutral interactions here. Sleepy Pippo needs to force an issue here of some kind.
And you know, what's really interesting is throughout this set, they're both using pokes in interesting ways to build up a lot of gray damage so that when one finally lands, it does, you know, 200 damage instead of 80. And that's almost taking more life total than like some of the jump-ins are getting. And I really think, I think both of them need to be a little more cognizant of, you know, opportunities when they can punish to try and get some bigger damage and more consistent pressure.
I think that's a good point. And I think the Grey Lash is something probably even seasoned players ought to know.
Yeah.
I do myself.
Okay. He's racking up a ton of damage, racking up a lot of random hits, but no final conversion to close it out. Sleepy Pippo has to be able to steal this. And he's got to worry about super.
Oh, and there's nothing he can do about that.
Oh, no punish! You can
no
punish
punish.
that. He doesn't know. He has to lab that Sleepy Pippo. You have to know you can get a full jump in punish after a blocked super PG.
Not ready there either on the raw power up.
Okay, no, but this is still an okay situation for both of them. Look at the time winding down. They have to be cognizant. Oh, and he just full screen with the smashed low.
The suicide
can't
low.
believe it.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay, and now turning it around, Command Grab is close to taking this 2-1 over Sleepy Pippo. Oh, big damage. There's a full conversion. That was a whole ass combo. He's going in, just ramping up the offense, not giving Sleepy Pippo room to breathe.
And Sleepy Pippo's not doing much for himself either, just walking. Okay, now he's got corner pressure though.
Okay, yeah, this is what he needs, expanding that. He gets that big crush counter, builds up a lot of V-meter, and he's able to activate here in any second.
What was that jump kick? You think that was a misexecution of some kind?
I think it was, yeah. If I had to guess, it was probably supposed to be a wheel kick that he just moved. Oh, he calls out the command grab. He's in the right position. Oh, all this spaghetti. Oh, he finally lands it, but no follow-up. You can cancel it into another wheel kick, and that's gonna close it out.
Not my day. Of all the people of Earth, I have felt your power.
Okay.
Here we go.
And we are going down to last round, last game.
Actually, it's first to 3, I believe, right?
is it? Oh,
Yeah, it's only been one game. This is only the second game.
Oh shit, I was thinking it was first to 2 for some reason. I'm a commentator, I don't even know the rules.
Okay.
No worries.
No worries.
Okay, and Command Grab still lets Sleepy Pippo get away with those jump-ins. You have to start checking that. He finally gets the down jab buffer into Fireball into Super. That's gonna be a good chunk of damage, but he's looking at a fully stocked Sleepy Pippo. And there's another execution error.
Yeah, and whatever he's trying to do there.
Yeah, into the air V skill.
There you go. Game command grab. It's now
G wins.
Oh, true.
so that's 2-1 in favor
Yep.
of Team Nightmare now.
Yep. Okay. So this is potentially set point for Command Grab here.
Round 1.
After tying it up, he was able to take the lead. Is Sleepy Pippo going to be able to turn it around and tie things back up and take it to the last game? We will find out. And just, again, this relentless jump pressure. There's not really an answer from either of them, and if they want to win this, they have to be aware of that.
Yeah, I agree. Sleepy Pippo is just letting command grab dictate way too much of the pace.
Oh, he got caught with a counter poke and got stunned. Okay, this is going to be big damage. Is he going to close it out? Not quite. He left him alive. You don't want to do that. Closes it out with the
grab.
Mhm.
So this is now set point for command grab.
Fight.
Okay. Okay, yep, misses his poke, but again goes back to trying to space out neutral. Oh, but gets a big crush counter and drops the
Oh,
follow-up.
drops it. Very little punish though.
Okay, so I like both of them seem to be finding good ranges to get a space grab with that Stand Fierce from G. Really great button. He goes for the reset command grab. I love it. Very cheeky. Oh, damn.
I do like the light kick used by Sleepy Pippo.
Yeah, you know, that's such a go-to tool from G to try and, you know, get those buffers into the V-trigger smashes and get the corner carry. Did that link?
Did that combo?
It did!
Oh, it did! Okay, there you go.
He takes it!
That command grab.
I can't believe it. He gets. I have to imagine kind of a panicked mash there, but links the super off of the down jab and takes it for Team Nightmare.
Yeah, nice conversion or luck, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, you take those. We take those.
You take them.
All right, good first game. Very exciting.
Absolutely. As I think about everything we could hope for in a G versus G.
And so again, that was a 3-1. So that is the score right now. Remember, you know, a 1 game or 1 point per game, unless there is a perfect, then you are allotted extra points. But there wasn't one in any of those situations, I don't believe, right?
Correct. Perfects, you're
Yeah.
asking? Yes. Yeah, there were none.
Yeah.
Trying to keep track here.
Okay, so coming up next, we have Chulak versus Torknut. And again, this is going to be a battle of 2 gold players. So there might be some nuances that we didn't see in that first match that might be a little more present here. You know, something in the way of punishing more, you know, looking for better meaties, anti-airs more consistent, that sort of thing. But this is going to be between 2 super gold players. Or no, I'm sorry, it's a gold and a super gold. I misread. But Chulak versus Torknut, and it looks like that's going to be... is Chulak a Balrog player? Is that what that was? Or was that a birdie? I couldn't tell.
Pardon me. Chulak, I actually thought was...
Oh, it's
Dalzin.
Dawson.
Dalzin.
Yeah, it's Dawson.
We're going to
Okay.
have Dalzin versus Balrog.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was figuring out how to get to back of the queue.
So, between this match, I have to imagine, as long as the Balrog player has his offense down, this is kind of a nightmare for Dawson. You know, whether it's V-Trigger 1 or V-Trigger 2, you have such strong offensive options that once you knock Dawson down, he's just struggling. It is a struggle bus. Trying to keep any character off of him is hard, let alone somebody who has, you know, a command dash with a V skill that can go through fireballs. You know, a strong 3-frame jab, good crush counter buttons, the dash straight. He's got all these tools to bypass neutral and make Dawson sweat. So it's going to be, I believe, the onus of keeping him out is going to be on Chulak, and it's going to be front and center. That's how he's going to have to win if he can play defensive and annoy Torknut.
Yeah, I agree. Pardon me, Dalsim's attacks are pretty slow, but they have long range. What do you think the main tool for Balrog is to get in on that?
So I think there are going to be 3 things that are going to be key here. You know, once you get into the range, using stand roundhouse from Dalsim, that's a great crush counter button. So if, you know, the Dalsim is spacing his limbs incorrectly or timing them incorrectly, it's going to be big crush counter damage. Follow up with, you know, full screen dash punch or whatever. And CJ Grayson actually also says the other one, EX rush punch. That's get in safe. If you hit them, that's great, you knock them down. If it's blocked, it's -2 and you're in their face. Or actually, it might be 0, I can't remember. But it's a way to get in that's safe and not punishable. Okay, good, and just like that, you see a good punish off of the errant slide. Okay, that was a good space slide, but he buffers off of the down medium punch into the EX dash punch and already has Dalsim in the corner.
Chulak's going to be sliding a lot. He might have a bad time. Maybe he just wanted to activate V-Trigger.
Yeah, could be. Oh, somebody actually corrects me. EX rush is +1. Excuse me. I misspoke. But that's even better. So he gets to keep his turn with that 3-frame jab.
Which means you're making an even better point, sir.
Okay. Torknut, excuse me, going in. Closing that out with that dash punch. And again, that's going to be such a strong tool in neutral against Dalsim with the slow limbs. And unfortunately, that's a situation too. Dalsim doesn't have an opportunity to really punish close dash punches like that. Most characters do if they have a 3-frame, but Dalsim does not. Okay, using the Yoga Flame, knocking him down, and then able to charge up that V skill too.
Chulak does seem a bit more tentative this round.
Oh, blocks that ambiguous float into the jump heavy punch. Okay, charges up the V skill again and blocks it again. Good defense from Torknut. Oh, big jump in, but he drops the follow-up. Okay, gets the defensive back, though. This could spell disaster. There's a lot of meter on Chulak's side.
I'm in control.
This is going to be a tough situation. He has all that meter, but he hasn't really been able to make it count offensively. And now he's not going to get V-Trigger, and he holds the EX dash punch to close it out. Torknut goes up 1 game.
Balrog wins.
It is now 4-1 in favor of Team Nightmare.
Yeah, they're taking an early lead. Hopefully the rest of this set goes differently for Stack's sake, and his team can start pulling a little more weight.
Yeah, hopefully. And Chulak here needs to find some different buttons.
Yeah, you know,
Right.
I would like to see more in the way of stand medium punch, or I'm sorry, not stand medium punch, stand medium kick, you know, from better ranges so he can buffer into the Yoga Gale and or the Yoga Flame, excuse me, and do a little bit better in the way of mixing up your slides. You're going for it a little too often, and it's getting a little predictable and punishable at certain ranges. Just like that.
Punish there, yep.
Nice, going in with the dash low. Beats out the startup of the V-Trigger. Oh, and gets a big jump in and gets the reset with the forward throw. It was a little hairy, but it ends up building a little bit better meter anyways.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay, so we see Chulak starting to go to the stand roundhouse where, you know, trying to build a little bit better space, build up the gray damage, right? And, you know, if he lands a crush counter, that's great too. He followed up. Oh, and an execution error because of the cross-up.
I do think those attacks are a good option for Chulak because Torknut is either dashing in or he's giving space.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that was a bad dive kick, but Torknut wasn't ready for it. He gets clipped. Okay, no follow-up with the air gale, but that's okay. He's got the corner now, and Dhalsim has offensive pressure in Street Fighter 5. My man is a little bit of a nightmare.
He's got a life lead.
Yeah. Okay. I like
Unfortunately.
that V-Trigger there, but he didn't keep Torknut in the fire. So it was kind of waste. Okay, good. And he's just trying to find room to breathe. Oh my gosh, he gets the Yoga Anchor. Going with that stand medium kick to try and pull space, but now he's got to hold this V-Trigger. And my man Torknut is cooking, pushing back into the fire, and he gets caught!
Man.
He gets caught with the V-Trigger 2 Fireball bouncing back. My man wasn't looking over his shoulder.
Final round.
Chulak ties it up to 1 round apiece. This is his chance.
Chulak making noise, and I like the use of the long limbs. Although he got crush countered a couple of times there by spamming them a bit much. He needs to treat it more like a fireball. You can't just chuck them out there constantly.
Yes, you definitely have to be more mindful of it. And you know, it's very easy to get frustrated in certain situations, especially against a character like Balrog that can be so oppressive and so rush down heavy, to just start throwing him out willy-nilly, you know, just like get the fuck off me, you know, I'm not trying to deal with this. But that's when you get crush countered, that's when you get knocked down, that's when you get overrun. It's gotta be careful.
Torknut content to take all that gray damage. And
Oh my gosh. Look at that was an SP brute force from Dhalsim. Okay, builds up to the he teleported to the wrong side. Okay.
There haven't been a lot of teleports overall. We haven't seen that too much.
Yep, there's another one. And that is something that's super important as Dhalsim, right? You have to be able to mix that up. You have to be able to use that to cover certain approaches and get mix-ups off of knockdowns. But if you don't have that present, it becomes much harder for your opponent to figure out your offensive habits. Okay, how's he gonna close this out? He's got a lot of meter, but he's gotta get Balrog off of him.
No more V-bar. Got him.
Oh, a bad slide right at the end.
Balrog wins.
2-0 Torknut, and that is now 5-1 in favor of Team Nightmare.
Yeah, they are kind of running away with it. There has to be a turnaround here. Now, what I wonder, like, you know, are we going to see adaptation from Chulak? He has to become aware of certain things he's getting punished for, you know? And just like that, he even if it's not a lot of damage, he keeps getting clipped with those slides. They're not spaced well, not timed well. He has to be a little more cautious with those.
They are. I felt like he adapted a little bit by using different rooms, but still there needs to be more.
Yes. Okay, trying to get out of the corner and he gets caught teching. Gotta keep your hands to yourself, bro. Oh no, okay. He's got a chance here. but he's letting Torknut fight his way out of the corner. Chulak has to make a change. Okay, I like the V trigger, but the immediate V reversal. Smart decision from Torknut. Get himself out of the fire, get himself out of the flames.
And unfortunately, these times he is able to escape. He's still not finding ways to apply much pressure. He's mostly going for random damage and neutral, I feel like.
Yeah, like right now he's letting Torknut just pick him apart with the dash punches, with the you know, properly spaced buttons and limbs, and he's not really finding his own offensive sequence to really change things in his favor and make Torknut feel uncomfortable. And that's, you have to do that as Dalton. That's part of his game plan, is annoying your opponent, frustrating them, and letting them hang themselves, and there hasn't been enough of that.
Yeah, there really hasn't been.
Okay, I love that. That was a good option. That was a good drill. Okay, now look at this. He's got something started. Okay, there's going to be an activation soon from Torknut. He's got V-Trigger loaded. He just needs the right block string.
Oh, I almost didn't want to let him do it. There it is.
Oh, no follow-up. Little bit of nerves kicking in. They're both seeing a little bit of hesitation. Oh, that's going to close it out. Finally, Chulak puts one on the board. He's got a chance to tie, or not to tie this up, but to put a game on the board, which would be great for his momentum, great for his poise, and put a little bit of a halt in Torknut's train.
Yeah, Team Stack needs it right now.
Yes, yeah, they're sweating a little bit. This is going to be a hard deficit to come back from, but I believe there's still a lot of games to be played.
There are. We're still early.
Again, good patience from Torknut, just watching what Chulak wants to do, and that's so important, especially against Dalton. You have to collect data, you have to understand the defensive and offensive tendencies if you want to navigate through that maze of limbs and close the distance and start rushing them down. Oh, and the big
overhead
finally comes out right at the end. We had not seen that all set, and Torknut pulls it out when it counts to take it. 3-1.
Actually, a 3-0.
Was
No,
it 3? Oh, you're right. Yeah,
yeah.
my bad. Yeah, 3-0.
No, I
Damn.
lost track myself. So that was a 3-0, and it is now 6-1 in favor of Team Stack. Pardon me,
Oh.
Team Nightmare.
Yeah, Team Nightmare. So yeah, we have two people down on Stack's side, and all that's left is Sword Saint, Glitter, and Magnegro. So coming up next, we do have Sword Saint versus Machiavelli Rog. It's going to be another Balrog matchup, this time versus Kage. Now, to be honest, this isn't really a matchup you see too often. Kage is a character that is played at, you know, levels that you would see in tournament or even really on stream. He's not super popular, but he did get a lot of buffs this past season. You know, they made his crouching medium kick confirmable. They gave him a little bit better range on his medium punch DP. They gave him that really buff V skill 2 follow-up when he's in V trigger. So he has juice, you know, he's got things lined up that can really help him make his damage opportunities count. But it all depends on whether or not you know the matchup. You know, against a command, or not, excuse me, not a command grab character, but a charge character, it's so easy to overextend and get punished. And you know, a character like Kage, he has these stubby limbs. He's designed around counter poking and kind of playing this like in and out guerrilla warfare type style. And against somebody like Balrog, if they pick apart your rhythm and understand your timing, they can really make it hurt in neutral in ways other characters don't. And Kage is a low health character too. He's only got 925.
Yeah, definitely. They can make your life not too fun, especially with things like EX Dash, which is now we found out plus on block.
Mhm.
You have those kind of tools to create a lot of damage.
Yeah, but you know, again, this is a little bit higher up in the bracket division. You know, these are two platinum players, so again, we should see more nuance, more strategy in their gameplay, a little bit better studied behavior, and we'll see how that plays out between these two. Again, we've got Sword Saint versus Machiavelli Rog.
So both using V Trigger 1, Kage V Skill 2.
Yeah, and V-Skill 2 is the go-to for Kage. You know, it gives him better damage and follow-up off of his target combo, and it's a much better activation point. You know, not as easy to interrupt, a little bit more hectic and neutral. Just like that, you see it coming out to play. And already, he hasn't taken much damage, but he's got more than a bar of V-Gauge built up.
That was quick. Also, Sword Saint repping the Stack Bradford clan,
yeah.
Stratbackers.
Yeah, hell yeah. He's holding it down for the homie. swinging in neutral and goes in with that EX dash, but falls up with the target combo with a little bit of V-gauge. And backdashing out of there, just escaping the pressure, not giving Kage the chance. I like it going in, that's hard to react to. Okay, big damage, he's run out of V-trigger now though. And on the opposite side, Machiavelli Rod is close to building V-trigger. Oh, he drops the follow-up. Oh no, he's gonna close it out! Follows up with the EX rush punches to finally kill Sword Saint, putting a round on the board and a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, good damage, good conversion. It's not looking great for Team Stack so far. Let's see what we can get here.
Yeah, you know, maybe a little bit of nerves. Oh, and there you see that stand medium punch, such a good anti-air. No input required, covers so many options, beats cross-ups. Okay, tries to follow up with the V2 and finally gets him to bite. Gets the tech or the throw tech and closes it out with the V-trigger 2 dive bomb. But now I don't think he's gonna build V-trigger back. Oh, he has a chance. He gets caught swinging and counterpoked. That is a quick
Balrog
first
wins.
game going to Machiavelli Balrog.
That was rough. There was a well-spaced dash low. by
And that's
Machiavelli.
yeah, and that's textbook Balrog. You know, space that correct so that they try and press a button to punish, or even just get a block string, and you get your counterpoke. Perfect spacing trap.
Round 1.
Okay, let's go into this next game. Now, something that you have to, and I was just going to mention this, you have to establish some sort of fireball game against Balrog. Now, that's hard because in Street Fighter V, he has his V skill, which goes to fireballs on a reaction. And it can follow up for a punch for a good damage, or it can lead him an opportunity to punish if it's timed correctly right. So it's scary, but you have to represent that fireball approach so he knows he can't just control neutral for free. And Kage has such a strong red fireball, so good. Starts up incredibly fast, virtually no hurt box extension. Oh no, it's gonna clip him! Oh, but he catches him there. That's good damage. He's got another dive bomb locked and loaded. He decides to go in. Nice. Sword Saint clutching that out, using his V-trigger offensively at the right moments to catch Machiavelli tripping, puts a round on the board.
Round 2.
Might
Going
be
back
looking to neutral with the dash there.
Going back to the red fireballs, and Machiavelli makes his way in with that EX dash punch. Ah, misconfirmed, just a little late. That is tough. It is hit confirmable, but that's hard. Nice, good V reversal, and builds up V trigger again, or builds up V gauge again. I really like the use of it there early because he already had a little bit more than a bar, and now he's still got V trigger, and the life lead isn't that different. There's not much disparity. Trying to find a poke so he can cancel. Okay.
That's the punishment, right?
Okay, yeah, gonna be. Oh no, he drops
Oh, I
him.
missed the tap too.
The tricky stuff, and he crosses him up. He can kill. Nice. Sword Saint clutching it out again, making all of that V-trigger timer
Kage
count,
wins.
pulling out all the tricks, squeezing out every last ounce of juice that he needs so that he can take those rounds when they matter.
That definitely was good meter management. And I
Yeah.
think that's got to be required for a Kage, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. He is a character that,
Round 1.
you know, he is a character that can do a lot of damage, but his neutral and some of the tools he have are lackluster as such that he relies on his V-trigger to make comebacks sometimes. Oh, I like the pressure going to the stomps now, making him try and decide, is he going to go for an actual block string? Is he going to go for the heavy stuff for the plus frames? It's a gamble. You got to try and figure out when you're going to try and interrupt his Balrog. Oh, what? Real cheeky, trying to go for the EX overhead. Real slow. That's safe, not punishable. That's
Good
minus
block.
7.
Good block by Machiavelli.
That could come back to bite him though. That's minus 7. You
True.
gotta punish that.
True.
Ooh, he went for a down turn. Okay, nice. Finally using the option of the dive kick to alter jump up.
Yes, because prior to that, Machiavelli's anti-airs were pretty confident.
And again, you know, that's something that you expect from a Balrog player. You know, both playing defensively by nature because of their charge mechanic, And then on top of that, as I mentioned, stand medium punch is such an exceptional anti-air. You can reliably go to it every time. Ooh.
Bad button there. Unless, is that an anti-air? Is that a standing jab?
I don't know that stand jab was meant to anti-air. I wonder if he tried to use, like, he had already committed to trying to do dash punch. I don't know what exactly that was, but it was some error that Sword Saint capitalized on. Big
Sword
meaty
Saint looking to take a game lead here. It's off to a good start.
Yeah, precisely. Okay, good crush counter. He's already close to building up another bar. Good counter poke.
Pretty aggressive with the corner pressure. Sometimes you want to let him hang themselves a little bit more.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better. That's so important. Oh no! This is big damn. Oh!
Oh wow!
Busting out the tap. We haven't seen that since season 2. Okay, finally a desperation activation of his own. That's safe. Can't punish. He gets a side switch and he gets clipped again. That has been putting in work for Sword Saint. Machiavelli has to be prepared for that.
And the jump in.
Nice. Okay, Sword Saint catching him flustered, catching him with his pants down in the corner, making him tech, expecting that meaty throw, and clips him with the big jump roundhouse on his wake up, going up 2-1. And Expanding Man, what is the current score now?
I've got it as 7-3 in favor of Team Nightmare.
Okay, they are making a comeback. It's slow and steady, but Stack Bradford's team is working it. They are not down and out of this yet. Oh, he tried. I really like the counter poke attempt. Oh, there's the big switch. Yes, that side switch was important. Kage has low health. And there's that -1 dash up after the forward throw. Oh, he's just out of range to get the activation off of the block swing.
There's some justice there. There are quite a few whiffs
Yeah.
by Sword Saint that could have been punished.
Round 2. Fight.
There's the EX low. That's safe. Can't be punished. Now going back to this fireball game, I like it. Now, we haven't seen him use regular fireballs or air fireball once. Now, air fireball against a character like Balrog doesn't really have a purpose because typically it's used to bait DPs, and Balrog doesn't have one. But I would like to see him use, whether it's crouch medium punch into regular fireball or crouch light or crouch medium punch into regular fireball. Use that as a block string, get some chip damage, make him feel a little bit uncomfortable in that poke range.
It does seem like he's fishing for crush counters a bit much, and I agree he could be trying to use those buttons.
Okay, gets an activation, but he's out of range. Again, a little bit of desperation. I don't like the expenditure of that meter. He's got such a life deficit to try and build up, and now he's out of the V-gauge. He's not going to build it back. But there's a huge jump in. Is he going to get the stun? Okay, that is a stun. I don't know if he can kill.
Scaling.
Oh. Okay. Oh my god!
No!
Oh, spaghetti! No! Oh, he had the arrow
Oh,
hit,
gosh.
the random
Balrog
misblocked Tatsu, and he could have converted into light punch DP to close it out, but I don't
Couldn't.
think he was ready for it.
Good to convert the American reset.
Yeah. That's a tough one. I hope Sword Saint can recover from that mentally. That's a heartbreaker.
Round 1.
That is tough. And now it's 2-2, 2 games apiece.
I would like to see,
Great game. Sorry.
no, you're fine. Machiavelli, he's really adjusted the range at which he's throwing these dash punches and spacing them such that Sword Saint can't really punish them. He's not in range to punish with stand jab. And that was one. He could have punished with either stand jab or light punch DP. And I was going to say, I want to see Sword Saint walk into range so that he blocks those dash punches from a range that he can punish. Try it mistimed meaty. Okay, that's safe. Okay, now, he's not going to get V-Trigger back, so he's going to have to make this meter count! Fighting for his life.
Played a little too defensively, and he wasn't ready to punish that target combo either.
Round 2. Fight.
This is potentially set point for Machiavelli, and will spell disaster for Sword Saint. I want to see him calm down a little bit, slow himself down in neutral, and bring this back to just classic fundamental Street Fighter. Make him jump and uppercut him, but he's getting mixed, and
We're
that's
seeing that Kage health too.
Yes.
That is a perfect, which is also a point and game.
That is true. That is extra points for Team Nightmare Effect. They are
Indeed.
going. What is that? Is that going to put him at 9-3?
So I have it as 10-3 with that
10 to
perfect.
3. Okay, yeah, 10-3.
Makalevely actually earned 4 points that set.
Damn, he is putting the team on his back.
Yes.
A bit of a heartbreak. There's some tough situations there for Sword Saint to swallow, but overall he played well. You know, it was 3-2. That was the score, despite, you know, getting the extra point for the perfect. 3-2 is nothing to cry about. You know, you can hang your hat on that. But I hope he can go back, rewatch the tapes, and, you know, hopefully listen to our commentary and see some of the things that he missed out on and adjust in the future, because like I was saying at the top of the set, you have to understand that matchup against charge characters. They're really counterintuitive to how a lot of characters want to play, especially Shotos. So if you don't study the matchup, it's easy to get picked apart and get rushed down in situations you aren't comfortable with. We are going to the next match here. So again, to reiterate, that is 10-3 in favor of Nightmare Effect. Going up next, we have Glitter versus Eli DeBeast, which is another Balrog. We're running, you know, welterweight all the way up to heavyweight division. It's going to be Balrog versus Poison. Now, this matchup, I feel, is going to be in Poison's favor. I feel like if you are a Balrog player that knows the matchup, you can make it hectic, but it's tough to get around what she represents. You know, she's got such strong offensive pressure with her throw game, with her, you know, long limbs that can be confirmed into good damage. And then on top of that, you know, that crouching medium punch or the stand medium kick into EX heart rate are just a nightmare to deal with when you have to block them. And Balrog doesn't want to be put in that situation. He doesn't have a reversal. Now, neither of these characters do, but if you're combining a character with that kind of damage output and pressure with zoning in Poison, then on top of that, such good V-trigger usage too, that's going to be hard to skirt around.
Yeah, Poison can be pretty irritating to play against for the reasons
Yes.
you mentioned.
But something I didn't mention, but I should touch on, right? Now, this is even higher up in the division. These are going to be two Super Diamond players against one another. These players have put in a lot of time. I'm talking thousands of hours into the game. So we are going to see even more matchup knowledge, even more strategy, more adaptation. So this upcoming match should be a hell of a brawl.
Yeah, I totally agree. And good to highlight the fact that we are moving up a division.
Yes, exactly.
make
And we are getting down to the big boy division, which is going to be Grandmaster and up. But right now we are focusing on Glitter versus
Round one.
Eli DeBeast.
Fight.
Already going to that dash punch, and you're seeing Glitter retaliate with the crouch heavy punch, you know. Using that in neutral to catch either limbs or the start of the dash punch, super important. Build up that chip damage and control that space. Nice, closing the distance, keeping the pressure up with that EX dash punch. There's the stand medium punch, not gonna let her get out of the corner for free. Eruption goes into V-trigger. Oh man, that offensive V reversal was so strong. Look at the stun mounting.
Had some promise to work in the overhead. Couldn't get out of the corner though.
Yeah, good meter build to end with the EX screw, or I'm sorry, the regular screw upper, and first round goes to Eli. Gets clipped low. She wasn't watching her toes. She's got those stilettos on. Can't let that shit get scuffed. Nice. I like the stance change. Go in for a little bit of pressure. See if you can catch him sleeping. It's the reset. Oh, there. We see the interruption again on the overhead. Side switch. Okay. Nice. Make him use his meter.
Good V-trigger use. Little damage. Corner carry.
Okay, there's more damage. Okay, this hurts. Nice. And so this is a win for Glitter, right? Not only is she tying up the life lead and gets the pressure there, but she is making Balrog spend his V reversal. And Balrog wants that comeback mechanic. He wants his V trigger. And she blocks it. Oh no. Oh, okay. Whew. Now that was a hairy situation. There was, excuse me, there's a little bit of a scramble right there at the end, but Glitter dialed up the right combo with the stand heavy punch into the EX overhead, but that could have been worse. Oh no, that's a punish. push into the corner, and again, finding the right time to challenge. It seems like Poisons always know when to press that crouching medium kick. Such a good button. Okay. Oh wow, man. I'm really impressed with the timing Glitter has been able to understand with which Eli wants to throw. It's been so important to get those throw techs. Oh, block that sweep, that could have been a punish. And now, smart from Eli to just block this out. He knows he's got the life lead, and trying to make the comeback was in Glitter's court. You know, basically all he had to do was just hold down back and make her hang herself.
Right, she had to make something happen there, and he knew it.
Mm-hmm. And again, you know, you are fighting Poison. While she does have strong offensive pressure, if you just have that mantra of take the throw and you are not getting caught by the EX overheads, it's really hard for her to rush you down and open you up.
Fight.
Just holding down back from the other side of the screen. Now already look at the damage. That's from 2 hits. One of them was chipped. Ah, Glitter gets caught low again though.
Really excellent spacing too by the dash lows. By Eli.
Eli, he seems to have really found the right range to either use regular sweep or the dash low to start his offensive sequence. And once Poison gets knocked down, you know, she doesn't have a free frame, she doesn't have an EX reversal. She is another character that can struggle offense, or can struggle defensively. Excuse me. Oh, interrupts again. Okay, that hurts. And he's cooking, but he finally finds the activation point. Carries coast to coast. Just out of range, and the defensive back throw is gonna take it. Glitter goes up around, potentially getting close to tying this up at 1 game apiece.
Fight.
Blocks it out, but gets caught trying to take her turn back. Keep your hands to yourself. Okay.
Getting right with the jab.
No punish. Okay, tried to go for a crush counter there, but still got a little bit of damage, and blocks the overhead. Super important. Spacing out those dash punches as well. But Glitter going in, finding that crouching medium kick again. Just out of range from the stand pierce.
And he gets out of the corner finally.
Oh, that was cheap. Gonna be able to kill. Nice. Perfect meter spending, excuse me. You know, choosing to go for the EX to close it out. That was the last round, you didn't have to save it. Really, really good optimization from Glitter there. Cleaning up her nerves a bit and tying it up at 1 game apiece.
Yep.
So what do you think, Expanding Man? How do you think Stack Bradford's team is faring now? Are they about to mount this comeback?
It's looking a little better now that Glitter was able to get one on the board, but it's still 11-4 by my count.
And it should be mentioned, you know, looking into the future a little bit, but we have to be cognizant about what Stack Bradford's team needs. Should it happen that if Magnegro gets a 5-0 against Javi, the critical division round that's going to come up is going to be worth double points. So that comeback mechanic that everybody loves could be the deciding factor. Big damage from Glitter there to close it out off of the stun.
Quick round.
Now, yeah, she is taking the lead here. Potentially going to go up 2-1. Again, closing the distance for Stack's team. Okay, going in, yep, finding that meaty crouch short. Good combo off the counter hit conversion. There's another one. Okay, that stun is mounting. Balrog has to worry. Oh, that was so sick. The V reversal and no punish on that there. But that's okay. Balrog is out of V gauge now. Gonna have to use it again. That's a win for Glitter.
This is big. No V trigger this round for Eli. There we go.
Yep.
A quick game for Glitter.
Yep. And again, I just have to emphasize, it is a part of a Poison's game plan, but Glitter is just absolutely exploiting the fear that players have coming off of that EX Love Me Tender. You know, you hold all those plus frames, and you have to guess between crouching medium punch is a real frame trap or a throw. And you've built up a lot of great damage already, and everybody and their mother and brother and their dog wants to V reversal to get that pressure off, and Poison's fine with that. That means you don't have a comeback mechanic to harass her, and you are eating chip damage. Ah, good down jab. Okay, double dash to close the distance. Okay, gets clipped, goes to that stand roundhouse. No punish again, but again, making him use that V reversal. That's so important. Deny him that V trigger. Ah, good counter hit conversion. There's another one. Okay, one hit away. Eli DeBeast finds the counter, or finds the activation point. There's another one. The mix-up continues, and she gets caught low. That's gonna be stunned. And
Pushing buttons in the corner.
yeah, this round goes to Eli. Builds good meter. Going into this next round, looking to try and tie it up and slow down the momentum from Glitter and her poison.
I've actually been impressed with Glitter's corner defense so far, although that one's been not turned in her favor.
Sure. Well, you know, you can only block for so long.
Yes, absolutely.
That's fine. Again, Nathan used that, but you have to be careful. That trade wasn't terrible. It was actually in her favor. Still has a sizable life lead. But don't get clipped. I like that. Use the crouch fears. Yep, space him out. Make him earn his keep. Oh, big neutral jump. So important against charge characters.
Hey, good job getting out of the corner.
She might be able to kill. Yeah, she can kill. Nice.
All around.
And that burn damage off of those Molotovs, extra spicy.
It adds up so much.
Potentially last round for Glitter to get this in a 3-1 lead to put Stack's team back on the map and close that distance.
Big aggression here by Eli to start the round.
There's the crouch medium punch, the God button, the blessed button. Okay, that's
no
fine.
offense yet.
Okay, make him hold the Molotov, and he's cooking. He's getting a little toasty. Okay. Oh, the tricky stuff, and that was so meaty. And just like that, she has tied up the life.
Eli's not done though.
Oh, yep, calling out those dash punches. You better time those better, my friend. Oh, no. I think he can kill. Oh, he dropped it.
Dropped it.
Oh, that was a weird situation. That was supposed to be meaty dash punch, but it, there was like, I don't know if it was because of her delayed rise, but it just didn't clip, and there was a little bit of hair and scare there, but Eli Beast was able to close it out, take that round, and now it is tied up. We are going down to the final game, folks. And just when it looked like Glitter was coming through, putting the team on her back for Stack's side, Eli put a halt to it, put up the stop sign, you shall not pass, you're gonna earn it.
Yeah, it was a good win by Eli because Glitter really had a lot of momentum there.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You're exactly right. And that's so important in especially a team-based format like this. If you can stop the momentum of the other team and put that confidence back in your side's favor, it speaks volumes for the morale.
It definitely does. Although I do wonder, because of the format of this exhibition, does it take off a little bit of pressure knowing that wins do overall help your team, individual game wins, and you don't actually need to win the set to help your team?
Yeah, you know, I'm curious. I would imagine, you know, psychologically speaking, that might be the case.
Yeah, they could be a bit loose just because they both won 2 already. But of course, when it comes down to it, they're still playing Street Fighter.
Yeah,
still slugging it out.
Yeah, and you know, pride matters. I don't care who you are. Everybody wants to win.
This is set point now for Eli.
Yes, it is, and he has really found his mark with those dash punches. Spacing them out properly, getting himself in range to use his pokes effectively. There's a big crush counter, and cornering point. Oh my gosh, there's another one.
Glitter's really living and dying by the jabs in the corner.
Okay, there's some good damage, but she's only got one multi activation left. Okay, that finds its mark. That's a lot of damage, and that stun is racking up. Eli Beast has to be sweating, if not for the fire.
Life just about even. Resources just about even.
Good defense, blocking the low, okay, building up that chip damage, making moves, but any hit, oh, blocked it! Okay, Glitter getting good damage here. Going
A lot of great damage with her. Oh, she got it.
Wow, what a clutch comeback. There was so much great damage that even a jab would have done 100 damage.
It was making me sweat.
Yeah, I'm the fucking tension is palpable.
Set round here, set point.
Going in, I like it. Good use of the EX Love Me Tender. So important to start your offense and make your opponent feel the pressure. Squeeze them.
Yeah, Eli's had enough playing defense.
Nice. Oh man, Glitter is finding so much mileage off of those stand pierces to interrupt the dash. She found a real rhythm. But okay, that's dropped. He's almost out of reach with it, but the stun. Okay, this isn't gonna be able to kill. Oh, he's
Didn't get the jump in. Still a lot of damage though, despite missing the jump in.
Has a chance. Okay, gets the crush counter sweep, and oh my gosh, the defensive back. Okay, finds the
Here he goes.
Okay, that hurt. She actually took. Okay, EX Love Me Tender. Oh my gosh, and she goes in and clicks
Overhead.
the EX overhead to close it out. Whew. Glitter, when it mattered, went back to the
Poison
I want to
wins.
know, there were 3 opportunities earlier in that set where Glitter went for that, and Eli DeBeast blocked it every single time. But right in the heat of the moment, when it got so hairy, it got so chaotic, and right down to the wire, she went back to the tried and true unreactable EX overhead, and it worked. It
Great option.
worked. She takes it 3-2 in the Diamond division, and now we are going to the final, the Grandmaster and Up division. Now, again, real quick, Andy, what are the scores? Hit us. Let us know. Let the people know what they're looking at.
Right now, I have the count as 12-6 in favor of Teen Nightmare.
Okay.
And so that means, so games are still worth 1 point at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to move myself to the back of the queue. Games are still worth 1 point each. So Mag is going to need some combination of either getting the sweep to earn the RAM, which would invoke the
Right.
critical division,
Mm-hmm.
or we'll need to win handedly with some perfects. Somehow
Exactly.
needs to make up 6 points somehow.
Yeah, it won't be enough that he just wins the set. He is gonna have to convincingly win the set, and even then some. So this is, again, the comeback mechanic. Again, we love to hate him, right? People have been crying about it since Street Fighter 2. I know everybody likes to think that that game is so honest and doesn't have bullshit, but let me tell you, there were people that cried about having super inclusion in EX meter in those games. But this comeback mechanic is gonna potentially make or break Stack Bradford's team. And so the characters that we are looking at here, this is going to be Birdie from Magnegro up against Zeku with Hitman Javi. Now, on paper, I would actually reckon that this is a pretty good matchup for Birdie. He dominates neutral unlike most characters. There are only a handful of characters that can handle Birdie in neutral. He's got that stand medium punch is a nightmare. His stand light kicks down jab is a nightmare. That stand heavy punch is a nightmare. And on top of that, he can convert into so much damage. Oh, and he knocked you down? Oh, guess what? Now you gotta deal about a command grab. So there are so many things going against a character like Zeku that is so technical. And if you are stuck knocked down in young form, GG's, my friend.
Yeah, absolutely. And just when you think you have pressure, Birdie has the option to use armored moves that can blow that right up,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you're not timing it correctly.
Okay, good patience, and already we are seeing a little bit of confidence from Magnegro in using that stand light kick from the right range to interrupt the pressure and call out the fake offense. I like it. He knows this matchup, and he's feeling confident. But we are seeing that forward throw from Zeku. So
A lot
strong.
of damage.
Mm-hmm. The best grappler in the game. Ooh, now, and we see V-Trigger too, and V-Skill too. Big damage. I did not know he was using V-Skill too, I love it. Okay, right back at you, goes with the, that was clutch. And he gets the stun, that's gonna close it out. He caught Mag reaching when he should have been holding his hands in his lap, and closed it out off of that counter hit conversion.
Yeah, that's such a fun counter hit conversion to do, the stand heavy kick into standing medium punch.
Yep.
It's a high mileage move.
For sure. Good punish. Hitman knows. Oh, that's big damage. Okay. Gets the corner, gets the free bubble gun. Okay, he blocks the cross up. Now we're just back to this patient play. Young Zeku trying to find his way in. Little bit of pressure from Magnegro, but not too much. Again, Birdie is a character that handles neutral so well that you can absolutely make other players hang themselves and just chip away at them by making them make mistakes.
Yeah, he has so many aggravating tools. A lot of times it'll make you want to force your hand as the opponent.
I could not have said it better, Expanding Man. Oh man, and he got the weird interaction with the V-Trigger going the other way to make him actually get hit by the body splash. Magnegro slowly walking it down. Okay, the activation, and he busts out. But he uses meter, and that's gonna take it. Magnegro finding the EX bullhorn when he needed. Or I think that's EX bullhead. And there we see the nerf in Season 5 coming to Birdie. That crouching medium punch not quite as brain dead as it used to be. He had to hold it, but he blocks it out. Good defense from Magneto. Okay. Catches him. Oh, he catches him out of the overhead, but there's the slide and goes for it again. Yep, right into the activation. Okay, gets clipped again, and that stun is racking up. He blocks it. Okay.
Keep in mind that Mag needs a clean sweep to help the chances of Team Stack coming back here. He needs to win even one game.
So clutch. He knew in that situation he needed to delay the crouching medium punch by just a couple frames, so he would let him cross up, let him run out of active frames. So strong. Good awareness from Magneto there, taking that first game. And now this is the road he has to climb. Just like Expanding Man was saying, he needs this clean sweep and then some to give Stack's team a chance. Can he do it? Does he have the cojones? Okay, nice. He, again, knows the punish. Super important to know your punishes against Birdie's max range sweep. Nice, going for the Horizontal, but he drops the follow-up. Target combo into slide. Now this is where young Zeku lives. He wants to keep you pressure in the corner, make you guessing between dash up throw, walk up throw, delay buttons. Okay, uses the V trigger to make the slide safe. Oh, nice. That's big damage.
Nice big
That
throw.
hurts. Oh no. And Javi called him out. He said you were gonna delay your buttons and I'm gonna match on wake up. The defensive back throw though. You hate to see it. If you are on the offensive and you get defensively back thrown into the corner to take the round, you are pulling your hair out. And look at that already. Hesitation and gets caught by the EX Dolphin dive. Gets himself out of the corner though. That's good damage.
That crouching fierce punch from Zeku is so slow.
Blocking it out. Gets caught. And again, this is such a tough situation to have to deal with that sweep. You know it's coming eventually. But he finds the anti-air activation again. Good damage, and he is building up super. Okay, he blocks it out. Good. Yep, make him waste it all. That's fine. Oh no, that ambiguous jump medium kick from Mokudan Zeku. Good damage. Gets the throw. Oh, he gets the jump in. Another round, or another game, excuse me, for Magneto.
Birdie wins.
Mag is really pulling his weight right now. This is exactly what
absolutely
Tech
is.
needs.
And I just gotta say, when we were talking with Stack earlier in the week, he had the utmost confidence in Magneto. In fact, he said Magneto was going to wiggity wash Hitman Javi. And right now,
Round one.
my man looks like he's never lied.
Fight.
Looks
Those
like
were
he's
his exact
only
words.
exactly. Can he
Also-
keep it up?
Also keep in mind, if Mag can somehow work in a perfect or two, he could actually potentially win this outright.
Yeah.
Because there are 3 points remaining potentially on the games themselves. And if he can mix in one perfect, it would actually be tied.
Right? Yep. But he's still got a long way to go. This is his first to 5. Now, yep, there's the activation off the slide, make it safe, and he calls it out. Oh, and he finally goes for the game. He hasn't seen it off the ball yet. Oh, he tried. He got the meaty counter hit conversion and gets caught sleeping there. Tried to interrupt at the wrong time, and now Hitman Javi is running his offense, but that's good. Why did he not? Huh, okay. That could have been an activation point, but, you know, he's the birdie player, I'm not. There's another round for Magneto. Now, Hitman Javi's got to be sweating a little bit. He has to figure out the adaptation. I like the anti-air there. Oh, man. He's starting to get a little predictable with these jump-in times. He's catching my man lacking and slacking.
A little bit. And maybe Javi's doing a little better than giving credit for. I feel like he's missed out so far, mainly from a couple of bad timings and just overextending himself just a little bit. Oh, he's dead there.
Oh,
yeah.
not
Oh.
quite stunned. Not quite stunned. Oh! And he caught Javi asleep at the wheel. Another EX Dolphin dive. And now,
Birdie wins.
not only is that going to take him the round, but that is doing mental damage. Nobody likes getting caught with those. That is the online special. That is the online tactic, and he has to be aware of that. And he knows that is how how Magneto is rotating his options. He's going to a little bit of the scrubbier stuff now. He's catching you off on your defense. And
I think that's a perfect thing to do too in these longer sets.
oh yes, exactly.
You definitely want to mix up your attacks. You can't just do all, you know, quote unquote safe or the right thing all the time. You have to mix it up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Okay. Javi trying to go for the Bushin flip. Okay, gets a little bit of damage, not much. Now he's back to neutral. Oh, he tried to interrupt. That was a bad time. Now he's got to hold that bubble. Okay. Go for the slide in the back throw. This is looking good for Javi. Go back to old. Yep, start throwing out those grams. Now switches back to young to try and get better neutral pressure. He's got to hold the bubble. It's coming. Okay, finds the crush counter. The tricky stuff.
Oh, you timed it just a little bit early. Still had pressure though. The overhead.
In the overhead from downtown.
Round 2.
You guys can't hear it, but Stack is popping the fuck off in our ears. My man is hyped for Mag Negro, pulling his weight into himself. Oh my god, the crouch fear that hit behind him in Street Fighter 4?
He's not scared of the Bushin flip.
No, not at all. And we're seeing that option coming out more and more from Javi. You can tell he's getting a little desperate.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That
And
was a
the
bad
wall
slide.
gets called out. That's fine. He doesn't even care if he keeps that command grab. Ah, big. Okay.
Goes off the armor.
Oh, and he caught him.
Oh, he hit a button.
Okay, that
Okay.
panic.
It
Get
also gets
off.
plus range.
There's another activation, and now Javi has a chance, and he
Oh,
goes.
he can convert the medium.
Oh. This is potentially
Birdie wins.
the turning point. What is the score right now, Expanding Man? Tell the people. Let us know how tight this is getting.
This is a very tight one. Indeed, Mag is making it very close. It's now 12 to 10. Team
12,
Stack is only down by 2.
12 to 10. At one point, it was 7 to 3. And
Round
then,
1.
with the power of my lady Glitter and my dude Mag Negro, they are putting in. Oh my god! I thought he was gonna get a fucking juggle combo off of that bubble. That was so sick. But with the power of those two, they are single-handedly bringing it back.
I'm ready to see perfect here. Oh, no more now.
You jinxed it.
I did.
There's the bubble again. What's your favorite flavor, Javi? Tell us. Oh, he screwed up the dolphin dive, but that's okay. Going back to neutral. Okay, there's that Hosanto. Gets the side
Yeah.
switch. Now this is
Corner
what
flip.
Javi needs. Now okay, blocks the overhead, but no punish. That could have at least been a light DP. And he gets no. Mag again, going to the scummy stuff, the cheap stuff.
Well,
The
that's a
I'm-
bad form change. There's a raw form change in neutral. That's not that safe.
That's very true. That's very true. That's good. That's a good observation. Oh, okay. Now we see the cheeky stuff coming out from Javi. The EX run, hard to react to, hard to interrupt. Oh, I like that side switch. Okay. Now he's got a life lead here, but that's so hard to sit on against Birdie, right? He plays such an annoying type of neutral that it's really difficult to feel like you don't need to make something happen. That's something we touched on, and you can see that coming out in Javi gameplay.
It is. You had to be so frustrated. For example, he had the Hosanto, but then got interrupted by the bubble.
He's dead. Oh, okay. Nope, no activation. Okay, no punish on that. And Javi is just sweating. He's desperate for some type of answer.
Yeah, got him.
And
Clean
Mag-
sweep Mag.
Yes. Clean sweep from Mag Negro.
Birdie
My
wins.
man, not only has he put it at 11 to 10, or 11 to 12, excuse me,
Yep.
but he has invoked the critical division match. You know what that means. Tell him. Man, just what composure, what confidence from Mag Negro. And again, you know, Stack Bradford was the soothsayer. He had all the confidence in the world. He would have bet it all on Mag Negro, and he was right.
Yeah, he did. You know, and honestly, it was a little bit of homerism because I am a Zeku guy. I love Zeku, so I was rooting for a little bit of action from Hobby there. But Stack Bradford, smarter man than I thought.
Okay, so we are at the moment, guys. Getting ready to decide the critical division match, who it's gonna be to make or break Stack Bradford's team versus Nightmare Effects team. What's it gonna be? What do we have, Expanding Man? Tell him.
You know, it's a little bit small on my screen. That looks like Division 3.
Okay, that's gonna be Division 3.
So that's going to
Which
be Mechalevely Rog versus Sword Saint.
Yeah, so we're gonna see Kage versus Balrog again, and that was one of the more exciting matches we had. They've all been barn burners tonight, but that one really went down to the wire. It was 3-2, and if it weren't for some key adaptations, it looked like Sword Saint was gonna make that comeback. Let's
It's
see
true.
if he
I-
gets that
yeah,
revenge.
I think it is very fitting that it comes back to this Division 3. Also, I'd like to point out that the only reason Team Nightmare is ahead right now is because Mechalevely Rog got the only perfect of this set,
Oh
giving him the
shit,
extra
you're
point, which made it
Holy
12 to 11. Which
This is
effectively, I guess, because of the fact that, actually, and because of that, Mag really needed to get that sweep that he did.
Yeah. That's such a good point, such a salient point. Like this is star-crossed lovers. They're faded at this point. Okay, and yeah, Stack is telling us this is going to be first to 5. So this is going to be the long haul to decide between these two teams who is going to take it, and it is double points. And again, just to remind everybody, there is is it exactly $300 or over $300 on the line? Oh, for some reason I was thinking you and Nightmare Effect put up $100 a piece. Excuse me.
So we're hearing
So-
200 on the line is what
Yeah,
we're hearing.
200 on the line. Excuse me, I misspoke. $200 on the line that will go to the winning team to be divided amongst the members. That's a lot of scratch.
All right, Sword Saint taking his time to ready up there, but we got it.
Yeah, and that's fine. This is a tense match. The weight of your team is put on your back by not your choosing. You had no say in the matter, and so you really have to come up with your game face. You have to show out and handle this pressure and win it. Let's see if he's got what it takes. Can he get redemption and put Mechalevely Rog into the dirt?
Yeah, this is tense. I
This
think
is so
it's-
exciting.
I
This
think
is
this
such
is living up to the hype.
I was just gonna say this is such a good fitting ending for the first induction of the Team Stream Battle exhibition. If I could get the words out of my mouth, I'm excited. I'm too tense. I'm flustered. Let's go. Okay.
Be afraid. Round 1. Fight.
This is the critical division battle between Sword Saint and Mechalevely Rog. Already showing the option with those dash punches, using that to control neutral, interrupt the fireballs. Kage has to be careful, he doesn't have the health for that.
Yeah, we need to see better defense here from Sword Saint. He's getting mauled.
Maybe a little bit of nerves, but he's got a lot of games to work with. He can come back from this, absolutely.
He does.
That's something I want to see him doing though. Do more block strings into the stomps. Make him hold the chip damage, make him hold the pressure, make him guess if you're going to make it plus and, actually mix him up. Gets crush countered there right at the end, falls up the EX dash punch, and it's going to be a round on the board for Mechalevely Rog. Okay, Sword Saint playing patient. Oh, he gets caught sleeping and hit with the overhead. That's a good chunk of damage. He's already down about 30%. Oh, another one. Okay. Mechalevely Rog is going in. He's all gas, no brakes.
The mental damage could be high here too for Sword Saint because it's so frustrating when you play patiently, you block, and then you still get hit with the wrong neutral stuff.
Okay, yep. Start going to these fireballs. Get a little bit of chip damage. Control that space in neutral. Make him show you if he can react to V-skill. That's punishable. Nice. Okay, push him towards the corner, and now he finds his activation point. How's he going to mix this up? If we remember from the earlier match, he got a lot of mileage out of that the teleport cancel, but he gets caught overhead again. My man is blocking low too often. He's worried about his manicured toes. He's got to worry about his noggin.
Yep, the down back is a little bit strong. That's 2 points for Team Nightmare. Bringing him to
Yes.
14, so it's now 14 to 11.
Okay. Now, like I was saying, I want to see
Round 1.
I want to see Sword Saint going for more block string pressure with the stomps. It's such an integral part of Kage's game because it gives him the opportunity to mix up his throw pressure. And, that's something that isn't really talked about a lot with Kage. He has exceptional throw pressure because of because of the way his stomps work, as well as his throw range. He gets caught overhead again. This is gonna close it out. That's a perfect. Oh, he screwed up. Oh, he. Oh, just DP. No, you gave him the
I know if you just
perfect.
DP, you save a point. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's a critical part of the meta at this point. You have to be aware.
It is. That's actually a point, another point for Team Nightmare. So now it's 15-11.
They are kind of running away with this. Sword Saint has to clutch it out. He has to pull this back from the reins of hell. Okay, that was definitely supposed to just be a fireball, but you know, we take those. Nice, that's gonna be a V-skill combo, nice. Okay, there's this throw pressure. Get it started. Oh no, man, that EX dash punch is getting him so much mileage, letting him switch sides, letting him start the throw pressure. And now Sword Saint is cornered and has to work his way out. Okay.
Take the throw, right?
Yeah, that's apparently the name of the game. That has worked time and time again.
Teleport
we're-
trickery, definitely get a lot of mileage out of that.
Okay. He caught
And
him
overhead.
overhead. Tasted his own medicine. Nice.
Got him
And
with the
using-
low.
yeah, using the down medium kick in the middle of the delayed block string to clip Machiavelli and put a round on the board. Can't jump in from that obvious spot. Okay. Nice.
There you
nice.
go, though. He says, au contraire. Let me
Yeah.
just change my go park.
Precisely. You hit the nail on the head expanding that. And now look how much mileage he's getting out of it. If even he's not getting combo conversions, he's getting a little bit of damage and getting space back.
And a little bit of conditioning is making Machiavelli play a little bit more defense.
Dive bump, and there it is again. Okay, and that time he went for the throw. He made him second guess himself.
Good
Oh
mix
no! He can't kill. Okay, he busted out. Unhand. You keep your hands to yourself, you dirty boxer. Oh no! Went for the red fireball at the wrong time, and Machiavelli clipped his toesies with that dash low. That is going to put it at 17-11.
17-11, that's correct.
17-11. Yeah. Okay, so yes, Stack informs us that if Sword Saint wins these next three, it will be tied up. But he has to win these next three. Can he do it? Can he pull it back and carry the weight on his shoulders and keep composed well enough to take this from Machiavelli Love? Block, nice, good punish. Could have got a little more damage, but he got something. That's what's important. Okay, delayed jump medium kick. Excuse me. Block it. A little bit of lag. That's okay. Nice crouch fierce for the anti-air.
He's ready for the dive kick that time.
Oh no, he is not watching his head. My man needs a helmet at this point. Oh, he was ready. Okay, he
Yeah,
blocked
he
high.
blocked it that time.
Okay, and he clips him with the dive bomb. Now the life totals are evened up. He doesn't go. I thought we were gonna see the EX overhead. That's a lot of damage, and that closes it out. The last hit was what he needed.
Sword Saint so close that time.
Yeah, and these pokes are devastating against Kage. He doesn't have the life. And there's the throw game. How are you gonna react? That Balrog's dash is so fast. Just out
Corner
of range.
pressure here. Machiavelli is not overextending himself.
I really like his delay there to get the conversion off of the double down jabs to make sure that he had it confirmed. Oh no! Oh, he dropped it.
Sword Saint with work to do. Step one, get out of the corner. There it is.
I like that. That dive bomb to get out of the corner is crucial. That gives him a chance to keep Machiavelli cornered. But he pressed at the wrong time. He's really, really struggling to find his ranges when he wants to try and control space with pokes and counter poke to try and, you know, dissuade Machiavelli from pressing. And that is a three game lead for Machiavelli. And what does that put the point total as?
Points are now 19-11 in favor of Team Nightmare. Now, even though this is looking not really good for Sword Saint at the moment, keep in mind points are worth. Each game is worth double points. Each game is worth 2 points. So if Sword Saint were somehow able to go on a 5-0 run, that would be 10 points.
Yeah.
And would actually give Team Stack the lead. So really, the main objective I think here for Machiavelli is to just get this set over with before Sword Saint is able to amass any more points
Yeah.
to make Team Stack a threat.
Exactly. You don't want to give him the chance to get any sort of momentum. You don't want to give him the chance to capitalize on your mistakes and let you run out of gas. You know.
And so far, that doesn't seem to be a worry, unfortunately. Unfortunately for Team Stack, I should say. I'm impartial.
Yeah. Good space dash punch, and now we're seeing the neutral jump start to come out from Kage, you know, trying to catch a missed space dash punch so that he can punish it, and there it works out. He went for the overhead that time, but that's big damage conversion. Push back to the screen. That's plus, gotta hold that. Okay, look at that. He's almost built up V triggers. Oh, that could have been big damage if he spaced it better. Okay.
Oh, right over the low. That was sick.
Now no got damage, and he catches him again. EX, not gonna close it out. One hit away. How's he gonna close this? Goes for the safe stuff. I like it. Oh no, he gets clipped by again.
Full
Please.
corner carry.
Yep. Taking him closer. Still got a chance. Nice.
Stand
There-
jab.
That could have been an opportunity to cancel into the V-trigger follow-ups from Machiavelli, but for some reason he just wanted to do the raw dash punch, and Sword Saint knew that he could punish from that range with the 3-frame jab. Oh, okay. I don't
Well
believe
spaced,
that.
well spaced nerf kick. That might have been plus frames, hitting him lower.
I'm not sure it was plus, but I think it was spaced enough that like Machiavelli was unsure of how to challenge, and he went for a heavy button. I think that's what it was.
Certainly. The ambiguity is enough.
There's the first DP defensively we have seen from Sword Saint this whole set. Is he getting his confidence back? Oh, that could have been a combo for Machiavelli. Okay, but here's a combo for
Full
Sword
neutral
Saint.
jump.
And he's got full V-trigger. Okay, what's the mix-up? And he catches
Got
him.
him.
He's gonna be able to kill it. Okay.
Got him. On the
Man,
board. Okay.
this is exciting.
Fighting chance now.
Exactly, fighting chance. Sword Saint is using what momentum he was able to garner there to muster up his courage, muster up his confidence, you know, get a little juice, you know, flex on him, and try and take this back. It is 3-1 now. He's not out of the woods yet, but he has a flashlight. He knows where he's going.
Updated count 19-13. So Team Stack 6 points to make up.
And again,
Plenty of
just
game
for a
play.
moment. Yeah, and again, just to remind you guys, each game is worth double points, so that can come back quick. These neutral jumps are doing so much to make Machiavelli second guess when he wants to throw out dash punches.
That's a great point. You can tell he's not nearly as aggressive since Sword Saint started doing that.
Good. And,
Oh,
and,
ran
you know,
anti-air there with it.
and again, this is something so important to note for players. You know, if even you aren't getting the damage, the net damage return, right? You aren't landing the jump in off of the neutral jump, and you're not getting the damage off of it. The fact that you are presenting it as an option, you are making your opponent change up their offensive sequences and how they're reacting accordingly. That means you have more control over them.
Yeah, it absolutely does. And because really, whatever reaction you get, which is either going to be panic or maybe hesitation, both of those are good for you.
Yes, precisely. Okay, and you know, I wanted to touch on too, we had to glance over it, but we actually saw the adaptation on the opposite side from Machiavelli. He started going to the EX screw, or to the screw upper off of the neutral jump in neutral so that you can catch it, because that's not a charge motion, it's an input. Oh no. Oh, but he catches him again.
You pay the price.
Gotta run out of V-trigger though.
No
Okay.
resources.
He is looking okay though, and look how tentative Machiavelli is.
He knows
And
he
now-
can't get touched. He's looking for the right spot because he's got a lot of resources.
Oh no, he got clipped low. I think he can kill.
Kage life.
Oh!
No!
He timed it wrong. Oh my gosh. What's this go? He got counterpulled right at the wrong time.
It's okay. There's still a chance. Still a chance. That's only one round.
Yep, that's only one round. He is not out of this. Okay, big crush counter. Follow up with the V-Skill, and he's already almost built a bar. Oh no, not like this. Look, oh, he screwed up his
conversion.
punish. There are nerves on Machiavelli Rod's side. Oh, that's a big jump in.
Another neutral jump. Big.
Yep, that's the corner carry with the dash up uppercut. There's the activation point. Oh, he stayed in front. I got mixed up. I thought that was going behind. Okay, activate off of the low. What's it gonna be? Carry him to the corner. Decides to save his meter.
Give him
Make
space. He might have been looking for another EXDV.
Okay, he's out of V-trigger though. Oh, the back throw. Yeah.
Balrog wins.
So that is now 4 games, correct, for Machiavelli,
Yes.
I believe. So let's see. I mean, technically, so I have Stack in my ear asking if there's a chance for his team now. So there actually is. There are 4 more potential wins for Team Stack, which is 8 points, and right now they're down by 8. It's 21-13.
Okay.
So,
And what? And
yeah.
if there are points involved.
Exactly. If there are perfects involved. Now, granted, if Machiavelli Rod can get a perfect at any point, that would go a long way in putting it out of reach. And in that case, then Sword Saint would also need a perfect of a win at some point, in addition to going 4-0 in the next 4 matches, 4 games.
But again, we still see him, sticking to that option. Again, good crouch fears. He's a little low on life, but not by much. Good use of the EX dash there to push into the corner, get good chip damage, and set up this this dash punch pressure. He blocked the overhead, but he didn't have the punish.
punish.
Good throw tech, so important. Okay, he blocks the dive bomb, and he's so close to dying. Okay, uses the last of it, gets it, and finally clips it. He's got a lot of meter on it.
V-trigger. Gosh. Couldn't quite complete it. Got jabbed.
Machiavelli staying strong in his defense when he needed to, not letting himself get too flustered to make errant mistakes. Oh, big crush counter, follow up with the V-skill. That built half a gauge of V-bar. Nice, good punish. Oh no, he dropped it.
Oh,
Okay, he tried
didn't do it twice.
A little bit of nerve, a little bit of spaghetti. Beats him out of the start of the fireball, a little too slow. The name of the game for Machiavelli has been these EX dash punches. Just controlling space, interrupting buttons, doing so much damage.
Pretty good nerve still on display by Machiavelli doing the turn through that fireball. I think he's still pretty calm right now.
First act. Okay, this is good. Oh no, he dropped his follow-up. Okay, now he's something here. Okay, just bust out. That could have been death. My man just had the balls. He was willing to live or die by the EXDP. And he gets clipped by the overhead. That's gonna be... Oh, he dropped it!
Oh
my God.
DP.
He needed it!
The set.
Machiavelli just ran out of V-trigger for that last follow-up. The gods have spoken. They want more matches. Okay, going to that down medium punch. Okay, and there's the dive kick again. Confirm off the double kick. Okay. Jumping out. Oh, gets clipped out of the start with the slow crouch force. Takes him corner to corner, and look at the damage.
Over
That was
50%.
40%. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Kage cannot take that. Oh, okay, he got out of the floor, and this is what he needs. He can get his offense started. Decides to save his meter. Oh,
Now he's burning it.
oh, he's going a little ham. Okay, he's about to tie this life lead up. Oh my gosh, and
One
he's still
throw opened up Machiavelli.
Oh my gosh, and he gets the
convert.
third.
No!
Hey, my man. I am just at a loss for words. Sword Saint. When it mattered most,
Kage wins.
nut it up or shut up, and my man put his nuts on display. Oh my
Well.
gosh, 4-2. He is bringing this back from the brink of defeat.
We told Sword Saint what he has to do, and he is doing it. He had to win a game, and he won it.
Round
He's
one.
like, all right,
Complete.
I don't make the rules, you know. Okay, yep, gets the whiff punish there on the stand Fierce, or towards Fierce, excuse me. Okay, he's getting clipped with a lot now. He might be feeling a little shaken from the adrenaline of that last comeback. Okay, just uses regular DP. Hell yeah. He's jumping a little much though. Oh no, this is a lot of damage. He's stunned.
Pretty quick round here for Machiavelli.
Okay.
Gets the back throw from meter.
Okay. Sword Saint needs to slow this down. He needs to go back to those neutral jumps, find his ranges. Okay, that's a fine trade. That's even in life, and it kept him out. Didn't let him start his stuff. He used the X bar for there. That's a win. I like the air to air. Whatever you can do to keep him off of you. Now going to the stagger pressure. Oh, and he gets the conversion. And now another really important thing to note about Kage.
Look at Sword
is-
Saint again, controlling
He's
space.
stunned. He's stunned. He's not gonna be able to kill off this, but it's a good chunk of damage. And he's gonna put. Oh no, he dropped it.
Still corner pressure. I mean, that was heavily scaled anyhow.
Overhead. Clutch defense. Okay, is he gonna block it again? He's gonna go in.
Look at the blocks. Good defense. Okay, open up a bit.
Good buffer.
Oh!
Going for the safe block string. Oh man, that V reversal was risky. Now going back to these neutral jumps, trying to bait a misspace dash punch so we can punish it. He blocked it. That's yes.
That's a punish.
Sword Saint again in the clutch moment when he needs it.
Team stack staying alive.
Makalavelli needs to play a little more composed. He needs to realize how how Sword Saint has adjusted himself defensively to make him hang himself and rotate his wheel of options. And he's doing a good job of that. Oh no! This would be it. That is a lot of damage. Oh, he dropped the follow-up and he just does it again. I don't care. Keep your motherfucking hands off me. Okay. Oh my god! Okay. He's got a little bit of meter. He's got the damage. And he just blocks it out and the stand jab to end it. To put the stop sign in front of Sword Saint and take it for Team Nightmare Effect. Go ahead, Expanding Man. What's the score?
I have 23-15 Team Nightmare. Now, is there not some combination of perfects in addition to wins in which Sword Saint actually could bring it back? That's the only question I have.
That was 5. That was 5 games.
Oh, pardon me. There you go.
Yeah.
My mistake. It is over.
It was easy to get lost in the hype. There was so much crazy shit
I was holding on.
Oh my gosh, what a crazy intense series of matches all the way across the divisions. It wasn't just the Grandmasters, it wasn't just the Silvers, it wasn't just the Diamonds. All the matches were insanely exciting, and what a good inaugural set for the Stream Team exhibition put on by Stack Bradford.
I agree. That was a really fun first exhibition. I think something really good is building here.
Yeah, this is the first of hopefully many. Again, the whole incentive behind this is to get these prominent streamers that have these amazing communities the opportunity to put them up on a pedestal, to lift them up and let you guys know, these are the people that keep me doing what I'm doing, and I want you to see how sick they are. Let them show off their skills, let them strut their stuff, and this was such a great opening statement.
Yeah, it definitely was. And I think this type of exhibition, the format, is an excellent opportunity for players who are in lower divisions to show their skill and get some reward for their work, because a lot of these players, they're getting help from people like Stack. I mean, go and Stack stream. He's always helping people out. He has videos, he has tutorials. He'll take time out of his stream to go into training mode and show people stuff. I mean, it's really an all-inclusive kind of ecosystem that's building.
Yeah. Okay. So we are going to be done here, but I did want to take the moment. Expanding Man, I want you to tell the folks where they can find you. How can they get more of you? This is your first time on commentary. I think you killed it, and you're only going to get better should you want to come back, should Stack want you back. But I want the people to know how they can keep track of you. Let them know.
Well, that's way too kind. I appreciate the kind words. I am here on Twitch at channel Expanding Man, and also on Twitter at Expanding Man. I don't tweet a lot, but I'm there.
That's all right. And I am Mr. Mistopheles. You guys have seen more of me, whether it's on Wednesday Night Fights, whether it's on Salt Mine League, whether it is on my own stream, or just recently I did the Storm Surge event. But you're going to keep seeing more of me from commentary. If you guys want to follow me on Twitch, I do have a Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Mr. Mistopheles. And my Twitter as well, which I'm very active on, is at Mr. Mistopheles. Just want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in to us. We had an absolutely great time. I'm sure you could hear it in our voice. Thank you so much for supporting this incentive. Thank you so much for supporting the players and Stack and Nightmare Effect. And that's going to be it for me. So we're going to send it back over to Stack.
All right, we're gonna do this again for sure, guys. I had a great time. Thank you very much, and I'll be back on my normal stream on Sunday or on Monday, 8 o'clock. I'll see you guys then. See ya.